distributions are so common that we might want to call them the new normal. And in fact, here's a paper that called them more normal than normal. Okay? So what does that mean? Well, here's one thing from Paul Krugman in the New York Times. Few economists saw our current crisis coming, so that was in 2009, but this predictive failure was the least of the field's problems. More important was the profession's blindness to the very possibility of catastrophic failures in a market economy. And so the reason they had this blindness was because many people were understanding risk as a normally distributed phenomenon. But actually, because we have these complex networks, it's more likely the case that they have these long-tailed distributions. And so the long-tailed distributions makes the possibility of catastrophic failures much higher than they would be if you understood them as normal distribution. So that may be the blindness. And so, you've heard this idea of too big to fail, but it may be that the more relevant idea is that some networks are too complex to exist because they have this increased possibility of catastrophic failure. It may be that there's a lot of advantages to this kind of network structure. There's also some disadvantages if they become too complex. So I talked about three things. Talked about more is different, network thinking, and non-normal is the new normal. There's a lot more to the field of complex systems, obviously. And just to summarize the goals, people are interested in cross-disciplinary insights into complex systems, which we saw, and transforming our understanding of the world. There are some people interested in a general theory of complexity. It's unclear whether we can really develop such a thing. But if you want to learn more, I have a resource. One is I have a book for non-expert audiences. And we also have a free online course. You could pass these out that you could take if you want. You can watch videos on complex systems. We have several free online courses. We're developing more through the Santa Fe Institute, which is a center for the study of complex systems. And I'll stop there. So thank you very much.
When in your introductory material, you showed pictures of financial markets, and you spoke of people acting out of purely financial self-interest. But in fact, in the pits, like at the Chicago commodities market, the traders on the floor have rules. They don't act completely out of self-interest. There are rules about